Call the honourable member Simon O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I'm actually quite pleased to bring this second reading debate back to the Commerce, Cartels and Other Matters Amendment Bill. I thought actually in the last contribution one of the absolute key words was if. The member was saying if there is cartel operatives and so forth. Of course, the Labour Party over the last year has tried to make a number of accusations against companies in New Zealand of their behaviours, and it hasn't actually worked out too well. In fact, over recent days they've tried to make accusations. That's not working out too well either. And one of the great things about the Labour Party, you see, as soon as you say something which hits a nerve, they react. It's fantastic. But as we said, we come back to the Commerce, Cartels and Other Matters Amendment Bill. So what we're looking at here is an important second read, and I want to acknowledge the Minister, the new Minister, the Honourable Paul Goldsmith, and the work that he's done to bring this through. Actually, a remarkably hard-working Minister, and I'm surrounded here by some of my colleagues, new colleagues for the Commerce Select Committee, including Melissa Lee, who is the Chair. Looking forward to seeing this progress through the House. This is ultimately a bill at the heart of what the National Party believes is a way forward for our economy. It's about a strong capital market. It's that vital source for finance to help our businesses grow. And over the last 6 years and now into our third term, looking at ways we can adapt and change things. And talking actually over the last 24 hours with some people in the sector, they're very keen, Mr Speaker, to see this bill progress. And they're keen to see that balance occurs here between allowing pro-competitive collaboration, but also making sure we're not going to have that sort of hardcore cartel operations either. It is a balance, and I think what the Select Committee has done in returning this bill to the House has struck that balance, and that's a certain degree of positivity that I'm hearing already out there. There's a couple of elements I just want to draw members' attention to. The first is what's known as the prohibition. Fortunately, people will probably be pleased this is not American prohibition. This is ultimately around how we define hardcore cartel conduct. And one of the things this bill is doing is providing a much clearer definition around such things as fixing prices, about restricting output, allocating market, and things like rigging bids as well. So this bill provides a lot of clarity in this space, and ultimately as those who have operated in business or have run business, certainty is absolutely critical. The other element, because I'm sure other colleagues will touch on various other aspects from the exemptions and clearance regimes, it's around the notion of penalties. We're wanting to update the penalties here to make it very clear that when there is anti-competitive behaviour, particularly in the notion of and around cartels, that the penalty is appropriate. There's now, criminal sanctions effectively, excuse me. The bill is introducing criminal sanctions. This is both for individuals and companies. I won't tire the House by going into the particular details. There is, though, I think a change, if I recall correctly, that the committee has introduced basically around the tension between the criminal and the civil side. But Mr Speaker, this is a good bill. I think it's a good indication of a hard-working minister, Paul Goldsmith, who's grabbed the bull by both horns. It's great that it's here before us, and I look forward to the furthering of the debate.
I call the member